Life Philosophies Unleashed.
Hey there! Welcome to our journey of self-discovery and eternal peace. Today, we're diving deep into the essence of I am, a concept that's both profound and transformative. Imagine waking up to a life where you're free from the constant chatter of the mind, where you feel a deep connection with everything around you, and experience an unshakable peace. Sounds amazing, right? Stick with me as we unravel this beautiful philosophy and explore how it can change our lives. Have you ever felt like you're constantly chasing after something, yet still feeling a sense of emptiness inside? It's a common experience in our fast-paced world, where we're always busy but rarely truly satisfied. The concept of I am offers a way out of this cycle. It's about finding a deeper understanding of who we are beyond our daily roles and identities. When we connect with our true self, we begin to see life from a whole new perspective, one that brings genuine peace and fulfillment. So, grab a cup of tea, find a comfortable spot, and let's embark on this journey together. By the end of this video, I hope you'll have a clearer understanding of I am, and feel inspired to explore your own path to inner peace. Chapter 1. Understanding I am. Let's start with a simple question. Who are you? No. Really think about it for a moment. Beyond your name, your job, your relationships, who are you? This is where the concept of I am comes into play. At its core, I am refers to pure, unconditioned consciousness. It's the fundamental awareness of being, the essence of who you are beyond all labels and roles. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a river, watching the water flow by. The river represents the constant stream of thoughts, emotions, and experiences in your life. But you, the observer, remain unchanged. This observer is your true self. The I am that exists beyond the mind and body. Understanding I am is like discovering a hidden treasure within yourself. It's always been there, but we often overlook it because we're so caught up in our daily lives. By recognizing this inner presence, we can tap into a source of peace and stability that is unaffected by external circumstances. This realization is the first step towards living a more fulfilled and authentic life. Chapter 2. The Illusion of Duality. One of the biggest sources of our suffering is the belief in duality, the idea that we are separate from everything and everyone around us. This belief creates a sense of isolation and fear. But what if I told you that this separation is just an illusion? Think of life as a vast ocean, with each of us as individual waves. While we appear separate on the surface, we are all part of the same ocean. Realizing this interconnectedness is key to understanding I am when we recognize that we are not separate but part of a greater whole. Our perspective shifts, and we begin to experience a profound sense of unity and peace. This illusion of duality is something we've been conditioned to believe from a young age. We're taught to see ourselves as distinct individuals, competing for resources and recognition. However, when we look deeper, we realize that our true nature is one of unity and oneness. By letting go of the illusion of duality, we can overcome feelings of loneliness and disconnection, finding a deeper sense of belonging and harmony in our lives. Chapter 3. Worship and the Divine Light. Have you ever noticed how people from different cultures and religions worship various deities? At the core, all these practices are about connecting with the same divine light that exists within us and in everything around us. Whether you're praying, meditating, or simply sitting in nature, you're tapping into this universal consciousness. It's like tuning into a radio station. Each religion or spiritual practice is like a different station, but they're all broadcasting the same universal message of love and unity. When we understand this, we see that all paths lead to the same truth, the recognition of our own divine nature. Recognizing the divine light within us changes the way we view the world and our place in it. we begin to see the sacredness in everyday moments and the interconnectedness of all life. This shift in perception can bring a sense of reverence and gratitude to our daily experiences, making us more compassionate and understanding towards others. Chapter 4. The Trap of Worldly Attachments. Now, let's talk about something we all struggle with: worldly attachments. We often get distracted by material possessions, relationships, and achievements, thinking they will bring us happiness. But have you ever noticed how these things can also cause stress and suffering? Imagine you're holding onto a rope tightly. The tighter you grip, the more it hurts. Worldly attachments are like that rope. The more we cling to them, the more we suffer. But when we let go, we find freedom and peace. By recognizing our true self, the Am, we can break free from these attachments and live a life of true contentment. It's not about renouncing everything and living as a hermit. It's about changing our relationship with these attachments. When we see them for what they are, temporary and fleeting, we can enjoy them without becoming dependent on them for our happiness. Chapter 5. Purity, Faith, and Enthusiasm. So how do we cultivate this awareness of I am? It starts with purity, faith, and enthusiasm. Purity means keeping our thoughts and actions aligned with our highest values. Faith is trusting in the process, believing that we are on the right path. And enthusiasm is the passion and energy we bring to our spiritual journey. Think of it like planting a garden. You need to prepare the soil, purity, trust that the seeds will grow, faith, and nurture them with care and love, enthusiasm. With these qualities, we can cultivate a deeper connection with our true self and experience lasting peace. Purity helps us clear away the mental clutter and distractions that keep us from seeing our true nature. Faith gives us the confidence to continue on our path, even when things get tough or uncertain. Chapter 6. Acting as an instrument of the divine. One of the most liberating aspects of the I Am philosophy is the understanding that we are not the authors of our actions. Instead, we are instruments of the divine, through which the universe expresses itself. This perspective takes the pressure off us and allows us to act with a sense of ease and flow. Imagine you're a musical instrument, and the divine is the musician. When we let go and allow the divine to play through us, our actions become harmonious and beautiful. This attitude transforms work into a form of prayer and meditation, bringing peace and tranquility to our minds. Acting as an instrument of the divine means surrendering our personal desires and ego-driven motives. It's about trusting that there is a higher purpose guiding our actions and that everything unfolds as it should. This surrender doesn't mean passivity. Rather, it allows us to engage more fully and authentically in our lives, knowing that we are part of something greater. Chapter 7. The Journey of Self-Discovery. The journey of self-discovery is not a destination, but a continuous process. It involves observing our thoughts and emotions without identifying with them, understanding that they are transient and do not define who we are. This practice of self-observation is known as developing the witness attitude. Think of yourself as a sky, and your thoughts and emotions as clouds. The clouds come and go, but the sky remains unchanged. By maintaining this witness attitude, we can navigate through life's ups and downs with a sense of calm and clarity. Self-discovery requires patience and compassion towards ourselves. It's easy to get caught up in self-judgment or frustration when we face challenges or setbacks. But by adopting a gentle and curious approach, we can learn more about our true nature and the patterns that shape our experiences. Chapter 8. Liberation from the ego. At the heart of this journey is the process of liberation from the ego. The ego is the part of us that identifies with our thoughts, emotions, and life circumstances. It's the source of our fears, desires, and attachments. But when we realize that the ego is just a temporary and illusory construction, we begin to experience true freedom. Imagine you're wearing a mask. The mask represents your ego, and it shapes how you see the world and how the world sees you. But underneath the mask is your true self, the I am, that is pure and unchanging. By removing the mask, we reveal our true nature and experience a deep sense of liberation. Liberation from the ego doesn't mean erasing our personality or individuality. Instead, it's about seeing through the false narratives that the ego creates and recognizing our deeper, unchanging essence. This process involves cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness, allowing us to observe the ego's tendencies without getting caught up in them. Chapter 9. Living in alignment with the truth. Living in alignment with the truth of I am means recognizing our interconnectedness with all things and acting from a place of love and compassion. It's about seeing the divine in ourselves and in everyone we meet, and treating each moment as an opportunity to express our true nature. Imagine you're a drop of water in an ocean. Each action you take creates ripples that affect the entire ocean. By living in alignment with the truth, we contribute to the well-being of the whole, creating a ripple effect of peace and harmony. This alignment requires us to be mindful and intentional in our actions. It's about making choices that reflect our highest values and staying true to our inner guidance. When we live in alignment with the truth, our lives become a reflection of our deepest beliefs and aspirations. Chapter 10. The state of universal compassion. When we truly understand I am, we begin to experience a state of universal compassion. We feel a deep connection with all beings and recognize their joys and sorrows as our own. This compassion flows naturally, without effort or conscious intention, because we see that there is no true separation between ourselves and others. Think of it like a tree. Each branch and leaf is unique, but they are all part of the same tree. When one leaf is nourished, the whole tree benefits. By cultivating this sense of unity, we can live with a heart full of compassion and kindness. Universal compassion transforms the way we interact with the world. It shifts our focus from self-centered concerns to a broader perspective that encompasses all of life. This compassion isn't about feeling sorry for others. It's about recognizing our shared humanity and acting from a place of love and empathy. Chapter 11. The practice of sadhana. To deepen our understanding of I am, we need to engage in regular spiritual practice known as sadhana. Sadhana involves practices like meditation, mindfulness, and self-inquiry, which help us connect with our true self and experience inner peace. Imagine you're a sculptor and your mind is a block of stone. Through the practice of sadhana, you chip away at the stone, removing the layers of conditioning and ego until you reveal the beautiful statue within. This process requires patience and dedication, but the results are truly transformative. Sadhana is a personal journey that involves consistent effort and commitment. It's about creating a daily routine that nurtures our spiritual growth and helps us stay connected to our true self. This practice can take many forms, from sitting in silent meditation to engaging in mindful activities that bring us joy and peace. Chapter 12. The explosion of reality. As we continue our practice, there comes a moment when reality explodes within us. This is often called an experience of God or a profound realization of our true nature. It's a moment of clarity where we see beyond the illusions of the mind and experience the divine directly. Think of it like a lightning bolt illuminating the night sky. For a brief moment, everything is lit up, and we see the world in a whole new light. This experience is not something we can force or plan. It happens spontaneously when we are ready. This explosion of reality is a powerful and transformative experience that can change our perspective on life. It's a moment of profound insight where we see through the illusions and limitations of the mind and connect with the deeper truth of our being. This experience can bring a sense of joy, peace, and clarity that transcends our ordinary understanding. While we can't predict or control when this moment will happen, we can prepare ourselves by cultivating mindfulness and openness in our daily lives. By staying present and connected to our true self, we create the conditions for this transformative experience to unfold. Chapter 13: The Power of Detachment. One of the key teachings of I Am is the power of detachment. By cultivating a sense of detachment, we can observe our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. This detachment brings a sense of control and freedom, allowing us to navigate life with ease. Imagine you're watching a movie. The events on the screen are intense and dramatic, but you know that they are not real. By maintaining this perspective, we can experience life's challenges without losing our inner peace. Detachment doesn't mean being indifferent or uncaring. It's about seeing things from a higher perspective and not getting swept away by the highs and lows of life. This practice helps us stay grounded and centered, even in the face of difficulties. By observing our thoughts and emotions with a sense of detachment, we can respond to situations more wisely and effectively. This way, we can maintain our inner peace and clarity, regardless of what's happening around us. Detachment allows us to live with greater freedom and joy, knowing that we are not defined by our circumstances. Chapter 14: The Inner Quest. The journey to discovering our true self is an inner quest. It's about turning our attention inward and exploring the depths of our own consciousness. This quest is unique to each individual and cannot be fully described or taught by others. Imagine you're an explorer, venturing into uncharted territory. Each step you take reveals new insights and understandings about yourself and the world. This inner journey requires courage and perseverance, but it leads to a state of profound peace and clarity. The inner quest involves a deep and honest exploration of our beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. It's about questioning our assumptions and being open to new perspectives. This process can be challenging, as it often requires us to confront our fears and insecurities. However, it's also incredibly rewarding, as it leads to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our true nature. By embarking on this inner quest, we can uncover the hidden layers of our being and connect with the essence of who we are. This journey is a lifelong process of growth and discovery, leading us to greater peace, clarity, and fulfillment. Chapter 15: Embracing the Present Moment. One of the most powerful aspects of I Am is the recognition that the present moment is all we have. By fully embracing the here and now, we can experience life in its fullness and richness, free from the burdens of the past and future. Imagine you're a dancer, moving gracefully with the rhythm of the music. Each moment is a new step, a new expression of joy and creativity. By living in the present moment, we can experience the beauty and wonder of life in its purest form. Embracing the present moment means letting go of regrets about the past and worries about the future. It's about being fully present and engaged in whatever we are doing, whether it's a simple daily task or a significant life event. This practice helps us connect with the joy and beauty of each moment, making our experiences more vibrant and meaningful. By focusing on the present, we can cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for life as it is, rather than constantly striving for something different. This shift in perspective brings a deep sense of peace and fulfillment, allowing us to live more fully and joyfully.